good, YouTube? It's your girl Bofina1, bringing you guys in another YouTube video. So the January jobs report came out that some 275,000 women left the workforce last month compared to 71,000 men. Women also make up more than half of the 7 million people that are considered to be out of the workforce. Overall, 2.4 million women have left the workforce since last February compared to men being 1.8 million. Joycelyn Fry, a senior fellow at the Center for American Progress, said, in quotes, "Their productivity, their participation in the workforce is felt in our GDP. These are not just niche issues. These are actual issues that are critical to our economic growth. We know and have known long before the pandemic that women are increasingly integral to the economic security of their families." Close quotes. So the biggest issue with this, as a lot of people have said, obviously people have lost their jobs throughout the pandemic. So you have a lot of people losing their jobs, as well as I believe a lot of the statistics show that there are more women than men. So it kind of makes sense that there would be more women out of work right now than men, just because women make up a bigger population, right? However, at the same time, a lot of women have been forced to come out of the workforce due to the pandemic. A lot of women have kids. A lot of people have kids in general, right? So they didn't have a babysitter. Their job didn't support or allow them to work from home or to take time off. A lot of people pretty much were fired because of the pandemic. Their kids not being able to go to school. They didn't have a babysitter because, with the whole pandemic and the coronavirus, they're telling you to not be around people that are not family. So yes, a babysitter may be someone that, you have been around or has been taking care of your kids for a while, but maybe now because of the pandemic, you don't feel that safe, and that's fine. However, it's drastically hurt people within the workforce. A lot of people have lost jobs. I know people personally that have lost jobs because they don't have a babysitter or there's no one that can watch their kid. And a lot of these companies, they don't care. They're not concerned. They're just like, hey, if you can't do the job or you can't be here for the job, we'll find someone else that will. And that's how a lot of companies are thinking. That's part of the reason why there's still people getting let off. Although granted, in the beginning parts of the year, for many years, and I think always has been like that, there's always been a big cutback. There's always been a lot of people that get cut from a job, but now it's more than ever because a lot of companies looked at 2020, looked at their bottom line, and they're like, hey, we can't afford all these people. So they started cutting. So it's a very interesting thing, and that's a lot of people that left the workforce. And that kind of shows you right there that, yes, the more vaccines that come out, the better obviously the economy will be. But it also goes to show you that there's still years of damage that have been done. Like, some of these people's jobs are not coming back. They're going to have to either go back to school and try to get re-educated, or they're going to have to try to change professions as a whole, or work maybe 2 and 3 different jobs to try to make up for the salary that they were getting before. So it's a big issue. And that's part of the reason why you have some people too for so long, because some schools are just now opening up, at least like around here. Like a lot of our schools, they opened up maybe like a month or so ago. That's part of the reason why so many people have stayed on unemployment, because there's this sense of security that I can still get a check, a relatively decent sized check close to my paycheck prior to COVID, as well as I'm able to be at home with my kids and care for them without having to pay for a babysitter, a lot of other things. So that's another reason why you have so many people that are staying on unemployment. I mean, obviously this is a different discussion for a different video, but I'm just trying to show the correlation between all of this stuff, that it's a big deal. It's a lot bigger deal than I think a lot of people claim it to be or want it to be. But let me know your guys' thoughts about this down below in the comment section. What are you guys' thoughts about all these women, pretty much not being in the workforce, or just people not being in the workforce in general? So let me know. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll chat with you later. Peace, Fan Army.